Yeah, I mean, that's you don't want to approach things as if the ship is already tanked. I think that makes it worse. Making that feeling kind of expanded to even today. It's like, look at the film and take from it what you will. And I think that's how you get better. That's the point of all this is approaching Thursday or first day of practice like we're gonna win the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. I mean, just in the building this week, a lot of noise outside of here right now, but this seems like a good opportunity for everybody to kind of come together and go on the road and play well this week, right? How do you guys do that?
Yeah, I mean, every week in the NFL is a championship opportunity, and so you're never mad on the Monday of the Super Bowl. So just approaching it with the mindset that we have an opportunity to change things, and it's a week-to-week league. Everybody, some teams start 0-2 and finish 15-2. It's just that type of league, and I tell people it's like the NBA. Like nobody's saying anything after 10 games in the NBA of who's gonna win the chip. So it's just approaching it, taking it day by day, and like Kurt said, we got the type of group that's resilient enough, and we've seen it. I think the past 2 years with Doug, our starts haven't been a reflection of where we finish. So just taking it day by day.
As you look for that spark in the season, can Monday Night Football, bright lights, be the spark the team needs?
Depending on who you are. I know for me, I understand the implications of Monday night and what that is to a lot of other people. But as we tune the noise out, you kind of want to tune that out for a little bit as well. When you get into the atmosphere, it'll definitely take over.
Hey, Andrew, where's the balance between, like you said, early in the season, things not over obviously, but where do you kind of find that balance between that and sort of picking up a sense of urgency to kind of get things rolling?
I think just take it personal, right? Losing games shouldn't feel good, so take it personal and allow yourself to allow it to fuel you to be more detailed. I think that's the biggest thing for myself as a leader on this defense is I got to be a lot more detailed. My preparation. You always think that you've done enough, and so losses could show you that you got a lot more to do. I think, and then remembering this feeling when we do get our wins, to say there's always something to get better at. Not to be content. Sometimes you start fast and think, oh, I've done everything right this whole offseason, so I'm getting the results. So it's early. It's good to expose it now, honestly.
Do you feel like the locker room has taken it personal?
I think it is. It's always personal. I think it's hard not to take it personal. If you're wearing the Jaguar emblem, it should be, it should hurt. You know what I mean? I think a lot of guys kind of that feeling is lingering. But I think as long as you can flush it the right way and take from it what you will, it could get your results.
Josh mentioned turnovers on Sunday. Is there a fine line between being aggressive and not kind of forcing it, trying to get takeaways, being too aggressive?
I mean, the opportunities are always there. It's just a split second and understanding the moment. So I think, we just continue to highlight those things and the takeaways will come.
How do you get a spark without, everyone always talks about, somebody has to make a play, somebody has to do something for the spark to happen. Yeah. Why can't that be before anything happens? Why can't it be at the start of the game? How do you sort of get it to start right away?
Yeah, like just taking care of the moment, right? So like you're saying, like in the beginning of the game, understanding how important that first third down is, for example. You give the offense a lot of life when they feel like they can convert on third down with the things they've been drawing up all week. You know what I mean? So just understanding the moments when we get into those situations, not waiting, and just striking first. And then from there, just you get the crowd into it, especially at a home game. But if not, you just the energy of us making plays and being on top of our stuff, it gives confidence and then kind of goes from there.
You guys beat this team in Buffalo last year in London. So is there early look at Buffalo? How different are they from a year ago?
From what I know, I'll just say like the tight ends are a huge part of their offense now versus when they had Gabe and Stephon last year. But and then also James Cook has got going a lot. So I think that's a great matchup for us. And it sounds like they've had some success early in these 2 weeks. And hopefully we get out and punch them in the mouth.
Just what kind of quarterback is Josh Allen?
Does everything, makes every throw. I played him a few times, and last year definitely learned that. He might seem like he can't get the ball there, but it's going to get there. It's going to get there fast. So I'm excited to play him.
I think it's the next game. I think what we put on field in the past 2 games, there's definitely a lot to improve from. So for us, just having the season that we want this year, it's the next game, and I want to win it.
I know we talked early on, and you said that early in the season it's the recipe. You thought you had the right recipe. Mm-hmm. After 2 losses, how hard is it to not look at it and say, okay, we have to change this? It's just the first 2 games.
If you look at the film and then see where plays were open or things that we could have executed on, plays here and there, drive extensions for the defense here and there, the recipe's there. We just got to keep executing all the way through the game.
What did you feel went wrong maybe in that first half against the Browns, and just how have you guys sort of taken to correct it this week?
Yeah, a couple drive extensions would have held them either off the field or to a field goal early. I mean, they didn't score that much, but there's a lot of opportunities for us to get off the field earlier, give the ball better, back to the offense in better field position, put them in scoring position. So obviously we still want that takeaway. So there are opportunities for us to get a takeaway. Even on my sack at the ball, I missed the swipe, should have reached, not swipe. Keep being opportunistic, drilling things, and executing the right way.
There's a balance, right? There's a lot of football left.
Oh, yeah.
But at some point, that's down the road a ways still. You got to get something done here pretty soon. So
Yeah.
how do you balance that and not panic too much as a football team?
I think you always focus on the now. Obviously, it was 2 games. There's a lot of games left, like you said earlier, but I got to keep on saying each game is a race in itself, and I like to win races. So let's win the next game that we have on our plate. Doing everything it takes to come out with the right energy against Buffalo, stay on our book, stay on our film. We know we have all the talent in the locker room to win games, so let's go out and win it, kind of focus on ourselves on the inside. Obviously, the outside has a lot of noise going on out there, but they don't know what goes on in the locker room, on the practice field. So we know what we're capable of, but we got to go out there and prove it every week from the jump.
Is this group still together?
Oh, yeah.
Has there been a little adjustment for you having to come off?
Ain't no adjustment. I got all the faith in the linebackers and stuff, and I came in this league not playing every snap. I've been blessed to be able to play every snap from my 3rd year all the way to my 7th year, whatever the coach needs. But the goal here is to win games down the road. I want to win the games now. Obviously, it don't look right when we're not winning the games right now, so let's get to winning the games now, and you'll see it pay off down the road. But let's focus on the now. Don't worry about the snap counts and stuff. Let's worry about wins, how the linebackers look as a unit. Everything's going to work out if we execute our plays the way we're supposed to.
What kind of quarterback's Josh Allen?
A good one.
What does he do well?
He's just a playmaker, really. Big guy, can use his feet. Has been trying not to use his feet as much. I think he's been documented saying that, but he got all the arm talent and stuff. He's betting the ball out more this year in the past 2 games from the years I played him in the past. Yeah, and then when things break down and when the game gets on the line, I've seen him use his feet, lower his shoulder and stuff. He's a big guy. He does escape the pocket and throw the ball or run the ball. Like, he's just a good quarterback, good football player in general.
Early look overall at Buffalo. I don't know how much you've looked at him yet, but tight ends and running game.
Yeah,
I've
seen them.
Than last year, right?
Yeah, they got good faith in their running game. I mean, yeah. Last year when we played them, I don't think they ran the ball that much at all. So they got good faith in the running game now. I know Foye runs the ball well. I think, 22, 20. They run the ball well. And you got to stay in their gaps. He got a little bit of his older brother in him now. A little squirt through the line. He's streaking down the field. So that's how Dalvin looked in his prime. That's how he's looking now. So I'm excited to play against him.
You guys were a good road team last year. Can going into a hostile environment in Buffalo be something that helps get the juices
I
going?
definitely think we're excited for it, for sure.
We have a great group of guys who just want to go out there and show the world who we really are, and I feel like this is a great opportunity to go out there and show that.
You guys were a good road team last year. Can going on a road to a hostile environment in Buffalo be something that helps get guys going?
For sure, because I feel like you said, we were a good road team. I feel like because whenever our backs against the wall, we kind of just lock in and just be together. And it's us out there versus everybody. And we're going to have that same feeling Monday, and I feel like the guys are going to lock in and we're all going to respond the right way.
Obviously, no panic in the locker room, but how do you balance that, knowing that it's early in the season versus kind of needing to get that sense of urgency to get things rolling?
Just keeping that same mindset, trying to get 1-0 each and every week, and understanding this is the biggest game because it's the next one. I feel like whether you win or lose, the preparation shouldn't change. I mean, it sucks after a loss because you got the extra pain to deal with, but I mean, we got to face it. You got to face adversity, and I feel like the only way to go forward is through, and that's what we're faced with right now. And I feel like the only way we're going to get better is by locking with each other and understanding the reality of the situation and understanding that whatever we're doing, just do it a little more and see what that takes us. And I feel like we got a great group of guys in here. And like you said, there's no panic in here. We're on 2, and I feel like we still got the rest of the season ahead of us, so we're excited about the future.
You said this is a chance to show people who you are. Do you guys have an identity? Does the offense have an identity at this point, or is it still kind of being formed?
No, I feel like we have an identity when we run the ball. We run the ball, you know. I feel like we do that. We find ways to move the ball downfield. Just stay on field, help our defense out. Don't have our defense out there hanging to dry. Just get first downs, and just be efficient in the red zone. You know, I feel like we just be efficient in the red zone. We're not even having these conversations. We just kind of be a poorly red zone team right now. We're leaving with 3 instead of 6, and that's the difference in these games that we've been having.
Doug said that he thought going up tempo helped you guys on Sunday. From your perspective, what does going up tempo kind of do to help you guys get going?
We dictate the pace of the game. We don't let them get set. Don't let them dial up whatever they want to dial up. We kind of catch them on their toes, and we control the pace. And I feel like I remember we had that long drive, and those guys are out there tired, you know. And I feel like as an offense, when you sense that's kind of like a shark or blood in the water, that's when you got to go out there and attack and make the most out of it.